Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to episode 4 of Let's Build. Today I will be building the Guardian Towers, or at least that's what I like to call them. They're basically two guard towers that overlook the village and protect it from the harms that night might bring. So this build actually originally started out as a fortress which would house the Warriors Guild of this village. But I built the two towers to begin with, and I thought it looked pretty epic just the way it was, so I left it. So I started with sort of a circular template, and I built those, and that was what would become the two towers. So here I am just building the ceiling of the taller tower. Also, each floor was 8 blocks high, and I capped it off with a floor every single time. The current tower that I'm building was what would become the tower with the torch in it. The torch ended up getting moved in a later build, but you'll see more about that later. So now I was just finishing up the shorter tower. I originally wanted this tower to be taller because it looked towards the jungle, and that's where all the evil creatures would probably come from in the night. But eventually it just looked better, so I just went with it. So I'm just building the second floor here now. Eventually I'll add furnishings to these towers, but at the moment there's still no furniture in them or any sort of anything. So I was just finishing off the third floor of the taller tower. They are completely made of stone brick, which I thought looked pretty nice for a medieval place, so I never really added any other sort of materials into the building, at least yet. So I was just finishing off the ceiling of the third floor now. Jeez, I can't speak today. Yeah, so now I started working on the details, sort of making it look nicer. And that is what would become the watchtower of the two towers that I built. It sort of overlooks the jungle where all the creatures come out of, as I said, in the night. So now I drew a little inspiration from the Dawn Guard DLC for Skyrim, again going back to the Skyrim designs, and I built this sort of little area at the top of the taller tower to stand and overlook the entire village from a really high vantage point. I don't know, probably good for tourists or sightseers. It's also where the torch would rest once I finish the design. I sort of started to build a dome-shaped roof, but I didn't really want to go entirely with the dome because the torch would stick out of the top. You'll see what it looks like in the end. I think it turned out pretty well. So I started to begin the torch, and I built a sort of a golden torch. So now I'm just going to do a pan over. Most of the details were added at the end, and I didn't actually record it. So as you see there, as I'm panning around, I added a giant torch, which would sort of light the town up, and I also added an archway and some blue flags. So those were the Guardian Towers. We'll look back at those and maybe add some more detail in a later episode. Anyway, so thank you for watching. If you have any ideas for future builds, then please comment on this video with your suggestion. And if you like this video, then please leave a like. And if you like me, then please subscribe. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.